Papa Roach, The Connection. And the artist and designer is Android Jones. He's a really cool designer, uses a combination of kind of 2D and 3D based stuff to create these awesome album covers. So let's get into it. Let me get my tab on here. Let's... let me just grab this. Yeah, one of your favourite albums there. Awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up the... I hadn't actually pulled up the Wikipedia article, so I'm going to pull that up now. So Album of the Week, The Connection by Papa Roach. This came out in 2012, quite a while ago, and it's a really awesome cover. I actually thought this was illustrated originally, just kind of in a traditional way, but it's actually done in 3D as well. So it's kind of like a combination of 2D meets 3D, which is really cool. In terms of some of the songs, I actually don't know a lot of the songs off these. Leader of the Broken Hearts, I know that one. I know there's a couple more possibly on here that are really good, but I actually need to listen to this album, if I'm honest with you guys. I know it's supposed to be a classic, but yeah. So 2012 came out, really cool album cover. So the guy who created it is called Android Jones. His work is, quite frankly, unbelievable. You can kind of get a feel for some of the detail of his work, and it's kind of like 2D meets 3D sort of thing, but it's very, very intricately done and really, really high-end kind of looking work. Very intricately done. If you go on galleries, if I go album covers, you can see some of the album covers he's done. He's done quite a few album covers, most of which I don't even know who these bands are. But you can kind of get a feel for the style. There's The Connection, Papa Roach, as we know. Look at, some of these are really, really intricately designed album covers, and it astonishes me the kind of detail he goes into on his albums for sure. New works, what's in here? I've not even looked at this. So this is some of the stuff I was looking at before. What about? I wonder what event posters are. Look in there. Cool, look at that. Oh, it's really nice. Present, I was sad because James was in here and I couldn't say hi due to handling a baby. Woe is me. Hey, you hybrid. Ah, man, it just completely blew me away that James was here a minute ago. I'm like, huh? I saw a pink handle come up, and I assumed it was Natural Mermaid because Natural Mermaid's also pink. But it was Signal Noise. I was like, oh, he was here for a minute and then he was gone. Bless him. He must have one hell of a schedule. I mean, insane. Absolute legend. Great to see him anyway. So these are some more of his posters. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll paste this link in the chat for you guys later. But his album covers, absolutely stunning. And hopefully, I know he joined my stream once and I was a stuttering mess. It's one of those things, man. He is a legend at the end of the day. Yeah, so great album cover. And then what's also cool with this, I actually found a YouTube making of on here. So I'm going to play the making of because it's absolutely bananas. It's so rare to actually find a making of any album cover, but let alone like a really iconic Papa Roach album cover. He actually recorded the process, which I'm really happy about because it's very difficult to find anything like this usually for an album cover. So he starts off with a sketch. It looks like he sketched the skull from multiple angles, from what I can see. And then he went about kind of converting this into 3D. Ooh, neat. Yeah, man, I was like, I literally was like typing it in Google and it came up as a video. I was like, oh my God, there's actually a time-lapse process of him making the album cover. And here we go, is the 3D stuff, which I was just like, oh, this is just so cool. There's the heart. Then he kind of attaches like these headphones and stuff, which is insane, as you guys can see. And he adds like plugs to the heart, which it looks like guitar plugs, from what I can see. But what I'll do is I'll be pasting this in for you guys in the Discord a bit later. So if you guys wanna watch it back, feel free to. Hey, Reviver Knight's here. Hey, man. Welcome. We're just looking at this Papa Roach. Thanks very much for the resub, man. Rock on. Good to see you, dude. Hope the house improvements are going well. So yeah, we're just going through this Papa Roach album cover, looking at a cool, sweet making of video, process video for the Papa Roach album cover, which is absolutely bonkers. This guy kind of made it in 2D to start off with, sketched, and then 3D, kind of going into the 3D stuff now. It is absolutely bonkers. And I kind of feel really inspired by this to potentially like do 3D stuff. It really has inspired me because you can really get into a lot of detail very quickly. Cool workflow, yeah, man. I mean, this is awesome. How far are we in this? 2 minutes into this, another 3 to go. But you get to kind of see his whole process, and there's him combining the whole album cover, and all these little objects he's created, and he's just kind of layering it up, building it up, and all like the little bits and pieces. He's kind of getting these little shards to come off it and everything. Bit of lighting in there. It's really inspiring. I think I really would like to try 3D one day, proper 3D, and like really get into it and understand how to build this stuff. It's definitely something. I mean, I can already do Photoshop and stuff, so I've got no problem in kind of editing it afterwards. There's no problem. There we go. So that's actually the final. So he doesn't show his whole process, but he gets quite far. He gets to kind of like that sort of stage, and then it kind of ends there. So yeah, he gets quite far. And there we go. There's the album cover. Awesome. So yeah, awesome to see for once a making of an album cover. It doesn't happen very often, but it's really cool to see. So that was album of the week this week for Papa Roach, The Connection, and that was album of the week.